Philippe and his companions pass ominous bits of wreckage, isolated lighthouses or minarets, damaged structures. Once the river's yearly burden of sediment steadily extended the delta's shores. Today, the Nile's vastly diminished flow brings no silt at all. With Philippe, an Egyptian technician describes the consequences at the Rosetta outlet.
But this is broken. The road has disappeared.
Yeah, the road has disappeared. From 1974, last time I came here, the road extends to this minaret, and now the road is finished.
So the erosion is already visible.
It's
already destroying some installations.
Yes, you can find these columns, electrical columns.
Look, the water is already passing into the Nile there.
Yes.
Since 1974 was the last time you were here?
Yes.
And the road was intact?
Yeah, the road finished.
So in 4 years, the sea has gained about 20 meters.
All this area is gained by sea.
At the Damietta branch, too, the same process is being repeated. Here, a guide reports, the sea also threatens to breach the narrow coastal barrier, invade the lakes, and overrun the most fertile land in Egypt.
What is the rate of erosion here?
Rate of erosion?
Yeah.
About 1 meter per year.
1 meter per year?
From 1964 till now. Yeah.
Samples of water and bottom sediment taken from the lake by Sumian for later analysis confirm its increasing brackishness. Sometimes flowing in to replace the depleted underground water tables, the salt water is infiltrating the lakes. Step by step, the sea is beginning to win the battle against the land. Across the causeway on the seaward side, a lone fisherman fights a losing battle. Once the fish were taken from these waters in the thousands of tons. Today they are gone. In Alexandria, at the Institute for Coastal Research, Director Kashem and his associate, Dr. Akram, explain why.
By the construction of the Aswan High Dam and the cessation of the Nile flood, the sardine fishery in these areas in front of the delta has completely disappeared. Because, as you see, the Nile flood with its nutrient salts and fresh water and this forms a good blooming of plankton as a food base for fishes to aggregate and collect.
We used to have an average yearly discharge from the Nile River, which is estimated at 42 kilometer cube per year, you see. So now we have only an average from 3 to 4 kilometer cube.
That's
it's one-tenth almost, yes. So actually 90% of the discharge has been prevented from reaching the Mediterranean.
But that's not the high dam.
That's
the various irrigation.
That's due to the high dam, and the water of the Nile is now going to the land for irrigation, of course.
From hidden beginnings for countless millennia, the Nile has made its unceasing journey from the mountains to the sea. Astonished by flood in the cloudless days of summer, men in the Egyptian desert thanked Hapi, the Nile god. They did not know that the river's life and theirs came from rains and springs nearly 4,000 miles away. Across the Nile's path lay the isolated habitats of animals and men, sanctuaries filled with the creatures of some biblical bestiary, landscapes of innocent cultures, black or Bedouin, unaware that they were already doomed. Now the Nile has crossed a new threshold, moved from past to present, into a changing world filled with the sounds of engines and traffic. Abruptly, a dam barricades the river's flow. Below it, 1,000 outlets draw water from the current, bleeding the great artery to irrigate the growing crops. The river god has been dismissed. In one of the most massive attempts ever made to reorder nature, man has thrown dam after dam across the Nile. Nag Hammadi, Roseris, Sennar, Jebel Olia, Asyut, Damietta, Rosetta, Aswan High Dam, most powerful of all. We have seized the power, but the consequences are yet to be counted. Like the High Dam, these too are announcements of power, symbols of the civilization that lined the Nile with temples, that developed hieroglyphs, founded libraries, tracked the movement of stars, invented gods, provided many of the furnishings of our minds. Like the river, our beginnings too often lie beyond our sight. Yet they are gone, leaving behind only these scattered relics of a search for immortality, reminders that kings also die, and power can be no more than illusion. Mute warnings that technology and all its wonders cannot save us from the folly of our multiplying numbers. Perhaps we have mastered the river. We have yet to master ourselves. It is written of the Nile, I am all, the past, the present, and the future. Today, little of the great river enters the sea where the fisherman casts, still waiting for the wave that will fill his net.